products. Okay, so there are two types of oaks on this level, on this elevation. Quercus ilex, which is the olm oak, and then Quercus suber, which is the cork oak species. You can see on the left side that some of these trees have a very thick bark, which we call cork. It's a strategic product of for the European Union because it's excellent in terms of isolation. It's very light material. We have studied that in our forestry programs. Okay, but in this case, it doesn't work like that because this Quercus is regenerating always under the ground because it's producing acorns. They fall to the ground, and when the conditions are good, they germinate, and then they stay there. We call it regeneración a la espera. It's like a waiting regeneration, and it stays there because these trees sprout really well. The first established park in Catalonia. It was declared through a special plan in 1977, and then in 78 it was declared a reserve of the biosphere by the international authorities. It's actually is part of this program Man and the Biosphere. Do you know it?
Yes.
Yes? So it's a reserve of the biosphere because of the high biodiversity it has. And we can see the three domains or the three biomes in Europe. So this lower part is Mediterranean, all is Mediterranean vegetation. And then we go up the mountain and we can see Euro-Siberian and Boreal-Alpine. On the Boreal-Alpine biome stage, there's just pasturelands, and shrubs, so no trees. But we will walk through all these different biomes and stop to check the species and the way the forest is managed. Okay, and we will have some discussion.
take the bite? Yeah, who wants to take? Kin, take the bite. With 2 hands, yeah, like that. Wow. Yeah, Ngawang Dai, take it. Yes. Ah, Jake is very small, see? Yeah, Chaudhary bhai. Yeah.
Forest. So more than 80% of the park is forest. If you look on the sides, you can see Quercus ilex on both sides, all oak, and in many parts of Mediterranean Spain is the climatic vegetation. Is what we should have if we have not depleted all our forests and our biodiversity in the plains. I don't know if you've heard, but in old times in Roman like ashes from the Quercus ilex. If you see now a green oak, that means we have changed in elevation and we are entering a different realm. Okay, we are leaving behind this Quercus ilex from the lowlands and the Quercus suber. You get some herbaceous species like Brachypodium, and then we get shrubs like Rosmarinus or Pistachias or stuff like that, and then these shrubs become thicker and denser and they grow, and usually then Alepopine comes in or Rhinespinia. In other places it's very difficult to see this type of forest because we have depleted all our forests by cutting, felling, burning or grazing. We have a long history of transformations in the landscape. Okay, so this is a good picture of how a climatic forest, Mediterranean forest, should look like. Okay, the treatment was a coppice or coppice with standards, but usually it was a coppice because they were also interested in the castanea. You know, and they also have a problem in this mountain with that. At the time of the castanea, sometimes the owner goes to pick up the harvest and is taken by visitors or by people that want to collect them like that. But you can imagine this forest doesn't have a lot of economic outputs or inputs. What do you do with this? It's not the typical forest with straight trunks that you can cut and take to a sawmill. It's huge in biodiversity if we look at all these plants and the species, making it very multifunctional with many ecosystem services. Now we call them ecosystem services, but we have been doing ecosystem services from 10,000 years ago. Because from here we get everything. We get hunting, we get wood, firewood, castanea, we get the acorns of the old oak. In times of war or of famine, they were edible as bread. this transition. And then on the lower end, Fagus mixes with oak.